Hello, happy campers, it's Mack again. Right, gonna do another mashup of various different mods, so prepare yourselves, let's go! Okay, so first up we have the Reserve 2 by Lithicsky. Player home, obviously, but one that you obviously need to zone into. Now, you get the map marker straight from the beginning, but if you need to know where it is, it's east of Whiterun. You can easily ride there, but you get the map marker anyway, or at least I did. And here it is, set in the mountains against a waterfall. And I think you'll agree, it looks really nice from the outside, very plush. There's a couple of basic things on the outside, somewhere for your horse to go, somewhere for you to, smelt some stuff and cook some stuff or whatever. But, and yeah, you get a house Carl as well, which is always nice, and he can be hired as a helper as all the other ones can. Here's some of the basic stuff you get on the outside, just around the corner. Although, to be honest, you won't really need to use a lot of this stuff on the outside, because once you see the inside, you'll realise why. And let's have a look at that. Oh my! It's so beautiful! Yeah, it's really nice inside. Little pools with little fishes in there. You've got kind of wings off of the main kind of hall. Or there's the bard that you can chat up and get her to sing certain things. I think we'll have a little bit of Dragon Ball comes maybe. Okay, go. Yeah, so you get like a kind of alchemy table and an enchanting table. Loads and loads and loads of storage. This player home is not short of storage. Everything, as far as I understand, upstairs on this floor is safe. There's a follower bedroom downstairs, which I don't really show much of because it's only like quite a small room. And those safes aren't, those storage chests aren't safe. But to be honest, there's so much upstairs. And you'll notice you don't really have to zone anyway. You just click on a door, it opens, you go in. It's Ubol. This is the crafting room, so as you can tell, I mean, there's everything in here, and your own little private bar with a barman as well. I mean, there's so many nice features to this. I didn't find it particularly laggy to kind of run around in, or it didn't take very long to load. Really smooth, really, really nice place. Loads of weapon racks, loads of storage, and to be honest, lots and lots of characters, some really nice lighting effects as well. You get a baby dragon, there's a little dog here that you can take out as well. A little singing bird in the corner there. This is the living area we're in now. So yeah, obviously the expected things and a couple of unexpected things as well. Nice little shower here with some custom soap. So just have a little shower, wash that blood off. You know the way it goes when you're a dragonborn. And just look at some of the lighting. It's really, really terrific. Done a fantastic job with this. I mean, I've seen quite a few player homes, and some are better than others. But there's little things like this, little miniature mannequins. Just in the kind of crafting area where you can dump some of your armour. Chuck likes it. So yeah, I mean, it's a really awesome place. Definitely one worth one to check out. It's really good. Very nice. So why don't we move on to a different kind of player home. This one's called Druids Den. It's set outside, no need to zone in or anything like that, so that's quite nice. Not as much storage, but that's okay. It's just to the west of Falkreath anyway, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of set in a kind of ruined area, but very atmospheric, particularly at night. This place, lots of kind of eerie lights, but there's all sorts of good things here. It gives you everything you need, really. There's like materials that you can gather around here, lots of plants, all kind of druidy, mystical type things that you would expect, and a few things that you probably don't expect. Here's one of them, for example. These are the spell books that you can pick up. These are custom spells, and they summon various different spirit creatures, from king spriggans to spiders to saber cats, all kinds of things. There's also some custom armour lying around and various other bits and bobs, but I won't say too much about that because it's obviously nice if you explore and find out yourself. But these spells in particular, and there is one for an improved Night's Eye as well. I'll just show you a couple of these just to whet your appetite a little bit. And these are pretty mean. I tested these out on a couple of dragons and some legendary enemies, and they were pretty tidy, to be honest. They were pretty good. So obviously been quite well balanced. There's the spider and ghost form. Look at the size of that, good lord. Yeah, I mean, they're really, really nice. And what have we got now? Oh, this is the saber cat. Obviously he's lying down because I'm not doing anything. So yeah, I mean, I found that when I tested these spirit creatures out, they were really nicely balanced. Little small spider there, as opposed to the gigantic one, and they held their own. They were pretty tidy. The spells weren't too costly to cast or anything. There's a nice kind of spirit troll. I quite liked him actually. And there's kind of little atmospheric bits around that you can explore. It's not a massive area, this. It might seem like it is, but it's not a massive area. But what is packed into this is really quite nice. There's some of those custom armors lying around there that you can see. There's a little bit of storage, loads and loads of plants, as I said. And up here we have an enchanting alchemy table, more books, enchanting tables, some staves and stuff, various barrels with bits and bobs in, decent storage, a couple more custom bits of armor. I mean, there's all sorts of little treats here for someone, and you don't have to zone in. You can literally just drop there and use it as a temporary place. All the crafting bits that you need as well are there. It's a pretty well balanced home. Not massive, but well balanced, so good job, Mr. Pumpkins. Alright, next up is Diamond Armor Smithing by Ubersmog. Now, this armor comes in a couple of variants for light and heavy and stuff, and it's spread right the way across the smithing trees, so you'll find new ones come up as you level it. And different gems give you different looks basically, but you'd still get the gold armor, but it's the bits around the edges, the bits that are red here for example, are white if you use diamonds, green if you use emeralds. The same kind of design. This is on the male model now, but I think you'll agree they're really nice. There's two different variants on the helmets each time as well. You get a kind of closed visor and an open visor. The male here's got the closed visor and the female with the open. And I really like these because, for one thing, there's not a massive amount of use of things like garnets and flawless rubies or something, and it's nice to put what sometimes ends up with a massive list of you know, gems to actually some good use, and they look pretty nice. I mean, look at that. That's pretty nice. So yeah, you should definitely check this out because I like the way it's spread across the smithing trees as well. I think that's kind of sweet. So yeah, go and have a look. Okay, so next up we've got Fea Rana by Ghost Runner 24. I like follower mods. I think you can probably tell from one or two of the other videos that I've done. They're quite cool. So yeah, Winterhold College and Winterhold. Basically she's at neither of those. She's kind of just to the east of there. There's Winterhold College up there. Now if I come to the edge here, you see that kind of shrine down there, and there's a body there, and here we are right at it, and here she is. That's where she is. Took me a little while to find her, but yeah, not too bad. First thing to notice is that she's pretty mean. She's on the character sheet, you can tell that she's got some pretty decent magic. She tends to use one-handed swords, staves, but to be completely honest, her magic is really good. She conjures in a lot of elementals to come and help. Here's some of her gear, the stuff that's actually on her, ebony armor, which you can switch her into. That's the sword that she tends to use, which is quite nice. There's the staves. So you can dump all kinds of staves on her and she'll kind of use those, which is really nice. This is her in her ebony armour. So yeah, she looks pretty cool. And her sword, which is rather uber, but not as uber as my axe. Sorry. And this is what she's like in combat. She's pretty mean. That's her conjured, summoned elemental over the back there. But she really just pounds it on. I've got nothing special on her. This is her out of the box and she is casting like a crazy mother. So yeah, I found that she was really not overly powered, but she was pretty decent. She really got involved, very aggressive, and quite liked to summon the elementals, which is really good. And she's not too bad looking, which, you know, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's not a bad thing. Okay. Nice. Yeah, so next up is Monster Mod by Dogtown109Man 5000. Now, there used to be a mod ages ago called Monster Mod, and most of the time it actually crashed your PC when you load it into a new area, but this is Reborn, and it's really, really cool. It basically adds hundreds of new monsters. There's two different versions, one that's a kind of more immersive, lore-friendly version, and another one that's kind of just, you know, got things like dinosaurs in it and like Bloodwing from Borderlands 2 and stuff. But the one I'm looking at is the immersive one, and there's some really nice creatures in here. It makes walking around, you know, the plains of Skyrim not at all boring. There's something, you know, popping out every, you know, 20 yards or so. It's not excessive. You know, there's all sorts of different creatures. They've got different abilities. Some of them are straight replaces in some ways, like for the trolls, for example. But there's new spawns and things like that, and new creatures to fight. And it makes it, for me at least, as someone that likes to play on quite a hard difficulty, a much more interesting experience, because you don't know when something's going to come and try and chew your face off. You know, when you're approaching a giant's camp, you know that there's a giant camp going to be there, and there's going to be one giant, maybe two, couple of mammoths. But on the way with this mod, you can run into these guys and little spiders, different kind of dogs and wolves, and all sorts of things. You know, different kind of spiders that just suddenly appear up. I mean, look at this bad boy who was just kind of lurking by the water when I just finished a quest. I wasn't even recording for this particular mod when I did this. And things like werewolves, and I mean, there's werebears and various other things, and there's some crazily awesome new monsters in this pack. If you haven't got this, you're crazy. You need to get Monster Mod Reborn. It's really fun. There's, you know, it's leveled, so you know you won't see all of the high-end monsters straight away. It goes right the way through the leveled list. It will kind of ease you into it the same way that the original vanilla game does. You don't have to kind of suspend your immersiveness. You can get the immersive pack, and it fits in pretty well. There's nothing too drastically bizarre in there. Or if you're wanting a bit of crazy, like I am with this lollipop stick of Obinus, although I got owned, you know, you can actually get the other version, you know, whatever you like. And here's some of the other creatures that you get in the as you go through the game, and you have to agree, they look awesome. And I love the spawning. It's very stable as opposed to the way the old one used to be way back when. Even underwater's covered. I mean, you know, there's some seriously good work done here, and yeah, thanks very much, guys. I'm so loving this, and I'm so loving that. Hello. So there you go, my friends, another random selection of mods I've been checking out over the last couple of days. Yeah, father of pone. Goodbye, chicken. But yeah, if you didn't get a mod that you thought I should have a look at or recommended or whatever in this video, don't worry. I am getting round to them. I've got quite a list. People have been very kind, sending me in things to check out, so I will get round to it. Have patience, my friends, and until next time, I shall bid you farewell. Oh my god, poor Chuck. It's okay, little fella, be brave. See you next time, people. Goodbye.